Rise and grind, gamers. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to episode 25 of our Terraria Infernum rogue-only playthrough. And we're just getting into it, bro. We're just getting straight into it. Our episode 25 to-do list. Here's what we got. I want to fight and beat Astrum Deus. That will give us Astral Ore, which will allow us to craft this thing right here, the Radiant Star. And after we craft the Radiant Star, and actually probably also some other cool things with these Astral Bars, I haven't really looked at the rest of the Astral Bar like ingredients for recipes, but like I'm sure we could probably find other things to craft. After we get the Astral Bar and the Radiant Star, we can go ahead and go fight the Empress of Light, which is what we've been doing for the past like 2 episodes or so. Like at the end of the episodes, we've been going and fighting the Empress of Light. Now, if you guys did watch the last episode, you would know that we did get ourselves the flawless Malchite or whatever, Malchite weapon. I don't know how you say it. And this weapon is pretty cracked. It's really good. You can see the stealth strikes, throw like 3 of them. They do homing. They like kind of stick onto enemies and like explode or something. I don't really remember. It's a very, very good weapon. And we actually had really good luck fighting the Empress of Light with that weapon. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. We 100% could fight and almost definitely take down the Empress of Light like right now in the beginning of the episode. However, what I really want to do is I really want to get the Radiant Star and then just try the Radiant Star. And I was looking off camera. Obviously, I want to fight the Empress of Light because I want to fight like every boss, you know, in Terraria and also Calamity Mod. I want to have every boss beaten. But like the Empress of Light doesn't actually give us anything. Like I can actually show you guys in the bestiary here. Like these are all the Empresses of Light drops down here. This is all the normal Empress of Light drops. Like Empress of Light doesn't have any crazy like rogue weapon or even any other Calamity kind of accessory that I can see. So like full stop, the Empress of Light, yeah, is technically an optional boss for me because obviously we're playing rogue only. We can only use like rogue weapons and she doesn't have any accessories. However, I still obviously want to fight the Empress of Light, so I think what we're going to do is we are still going to stick with our original plan, because if you guys don't remember, our original plan was to get the Radiant Star and like fight Astrum Deus first, so we could get that weapon, because that weapon is going to home in, and I believe that the homing is going to be really good and like fast enough to keep up with the Empress of Light. I don't know, no real reason, but like I kind of just want to do the Empress of Light after we fight Astrum Deus. So with that being said, gamers, what we're going to do is I think just straight up get into the Astrum Deus fight. Like I don't think we have actually anything we need to do to prepare for that. Hell yeah, come on, drop it. There we go. All we had to do to get this fight started is just get a Titan Heart, and I believe we now put it in this little like altar thing, and then the fight starts. So let's fucking do it. What does this say? What? God damn it. Did it still take it? Okay, no, it didn't take it, so it needs to be nighttime. Okay, my bad. Hold the fuck on. Wait a second. First off, we got a Stellar Knife, which is a cool rogue weapon. I don't know when this started dropping from enemies, but like it seems like it actually does still a good amount of damage. It says Subworld. This is a fucking JoJo's reference, dude. What the hell? And I threw it. This stealth strike. Look at that, dude. It makes a bunch of fucking knives. That is so goddamn cool. Yeah, it throws knives that stop midair and then home onto enemies. That is so goddamn cool, dude. Like, should I try and use this weapon too against like the Astrum Deus fight? I don't know if this is a good weapon or not. All right, gamers, we are back. It is now 7:40 p.m., so it is nighttime. This is also probably a good time to mention I don't have my headphones on because I took a shower and I didn't want to like mess up my hair with my headphones. So like I can't really hear anything. So hopefully this boss doesn't have any sort of like audio cues for his attacks, or otherwise I would be kind of screwed. But either way, let's get this thing going, dude. Oh, sick. Alrighty, we got a cool ass little intro animation. I'm sure it sounds. Whoa. Whoa. Where is he? Whoa, dude. What is this? Holy shit. This is so cool. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Whoa. That. Oh my god. What? The power of the sun. What the fuck is this guy doing? This is definitely a boss I need to have the minimap on for, like, for sure. This is so goddamn cool so far. So I do remember this boss in like regular Calamity, and like a really good weapon on it was one of those Drayden's Forge weapons. Like it was like an electricity arc kind of thing, and it used to just like absolutely shred this boss. I'm not sure what weapon I should be using right now. I'm not sure, like this guy's kind of going crazy so far. Actually, he has a lot of projectiles and shit. Dude, what is this guy doing? I might need to like have my minimap super zoomed out for this. Yeah, like, oh my god, I could not see anything. I should also probably have a better arena than this, because this is a really shit arena. Do I even need to fight him actually in this arena? If it says down here, it just says I need to use the offering here. I don't think I actually need to necessarily fight this boss in the Astral, or like in the Astral biome. I don't know. Holy shit, dude. This boss is so fucking cool. He has some awesome ass attacks. What the fuck? Wait, what? Why is he have flying saucers? What the hell's going on with this? No, dude, I keep coming so close to having my adrenaline, and every time I just get hit by some little thing. No! What? Oh my god, that was also a really, really good attempt. This weapon does seem to be doing pretty well. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be doing as much damage as the Malshiyete weapon, like whatever this thing is. I guess we'll go ahead and test this weapon next, but like, holy shit, that doesn't seem like too bad of a fight. Honestly, I still might need to extend my arena a little bit because this definitely is not a lot of space, but probably only just like 1 or 2 more platforms, if that. So you know what? High key, I was gonna put on my headphones and like extend this arena a little bit. We're thugging this shit out, dude. We're doing this episode absolute raw dog style. No arena, no headphones, no sound whatsoever. We got this in the bag, dude. Come on. No, dude, again, we were so close to having our adrenaline. That is so unfortunate. No, I thought that was one of my projectiles. I don't know why. It's a completely different color. What? What? What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Would that be his second phase or his third phase? I feel like that would be his third phase attack or something. No, dude. Oh! We are getting so goddamn close. It's just that, like, I don't understand how his attacks transition into each other, so I don't really know where exactly I'm supposed to go after that, like, big laser attack. What was that? Dude, what was... He has a pattern, right? He does the laser, then he goes in that direction. Bro, like, he cut me off. I swear to God, Calamity Infernum worm bosses do not work as they're intended. Like, they just do their own shit sometimes. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. I am not putting on my headphones. I'm not listening to the audio cues. I am not upgrading my goddamn arena. We're doing this raw. That's what I thought! That's what I fucking thought! No arena! Okay, well, you know what? I guess technically this is still an arena, but like, no adequate arena, no arena that is like good, no headphones, no sound. We fucking locked in and beat that man's ass. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was a cool boss. I don't know. I feel like as I was fighting that guy, I didn't really have any thoughts or stuff like I usually do with these bosses. Like, there wasn't anything that really stood out to me. I mean, his attacks are cool. His attacks are very, very goddamn cool. Super flashy. I really, really ended up liking that big spinny laser attack. I don't know, man. I mean, he was cool. He just, like, it's not that he didn't stand out, because he stood out. I mean, he had some cool ass attacks. He was a very fun boss, but like, I don't know. I guess just something about that boss just wasn't really doing it for me for whatever reason. So I guess like I don't really have many thoughts about the guy. But hey, look at that. Actually, we just beat an Astral Slime. Yeah, look at that. We're starting to get some Astral ore, dude. Fuck yeah. And I suppose now, go ahead and go back to our base. All right, well, my dumbass quick stacked it by accident, but I'm pretty sure we got some more of these meld blobs, right? Yeah, look at that. We got some more of the meld blobs. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, technically, we already had meld blobs. In fact, the weapon I was using during that fight was the Shard of Antumbra. This is one of the weapons that we got from, like, the Lunatic Cultist and, like, the Lunar Pillar event. So, technically, this is one of those, like, game skip kind of weapons, even though, like, realistically, the Lunatic Cultist is like, oh, well, look at that. Actually, never mind. Lunatic Cultist is right before Astrum Deus. I thought he was right after it. So, yeah, no, actually, the weapon we used was probably the correct weapon we were supposed to use against that fight in progression, which is pretty cool. So, gamers, why did we get 2 relics? We got 2 relics, and they're both the same relic. I mean, we'll fucking slap this guy down. It looks like some kind of egg. I mean, I know it's not. I can, like, tell what this is. It's just, like, a perspective kind of thing. Like, there's the end of his tail, and it's kind of, like, curling up and stuff. But, like, I don't know, man. Is it just me? Is it just me being overly critical? Or is it, like, these last 3 infernal relics just kind of don't really look, you know, on par, I guess, with the rest of these? Like, look at these guys. These guys are so cool. Golem is kind of, you know, he's got the villager Minecraft face, but like fucking Lunatic Cultist, that looks sick. Leviathan and Anahita, like, goddamn, these all look so cool. And then these also look cool, but they don't really do an accurate representation, I guess, of their boss. Maybe Ravager does, but Ravager is kind of a big fucking flesh monstrosity, so I don't even know how you would do that anyway. We can now also open up the treasure bag. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Do we get... Oh, wow. We actually got a lot of stuff from this. Unfortunately, it looks like we didn't get any more astral ore, but we did get a whole bunch of these fragments, so that's pretty cool. What do we get? Range weapon, don't care. Rogue weapon, let's go. And we got the hide of Astrum Deus. This, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, is really good. Taking damage or inflicting a true melee strike. Never mind, fuck this. We don't need this at all. What is a chromatic orb? I've never seen this before. That's cool. It's a donator item. Summons an ancient dragon light pet that highlights nearby enemies and danger sources and provides some light in the abyss. All right. Cool. I don't know, like, if this is a reference to something. I know it's a donator item, so, like, I don't know. I mean, that's cool. I'm going to keep on my wisp, though. I like the wisp. I'm going to be honest. We got to check this thing out, though. What is this? The Regulus Riot. 500 rogue damage. That's pretty good already. Fires a swift homing disc. Let's go. Stealth strikes explode into energy stars. What the fuck does that mean? Cool. Yeah. Oh, cool. Look at that. You know what? It's not as flashy, right? But this is cool. This looks good. And, like, it does home in, so shit. It's probably going to be pretty cool. And now, gamers, we can finally move on to mining up all of this astral ore, which I'm pretty sure all of this is astral ore. Yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Which also, it's cool there's a meteorite here, because like I high-key did not want to bother going and like actually mining in the underground, so we can just like grab all of this good loot here. So if we finally throw all of that good gunk in there, we can make a whole hell of a lot of these astral bars. And you know, high-key, I didn't even see, is this an armor set that we want? It looks like that's mana and like movement speed. Probably not. And I don't think we can... Oh, we could make the Halo armor set. But again, this looks like a range armor set. So yeah, for the most part, then I think all we probably want to craft is just going to be the Radiant Star. Yeah, you know what? That is kind of crazy, but it looks like the only thing that you can make with that is the Radiant Star, which is the upgrade, of course, to the Prismaline. So bam, let's make that shit right now and check out what this does. I've read this out to you guys a few times, but this throws a dagger that explodes and splits after a little while, and stealth strikes split more with a devastating explosion and sticks to enemies, which it says it stucks to enemies. I imagine that's a typo, but like who knows? So does this throw the same as like the other ones, like the Prismaline? Yeah, it looks like it does. That's pretty cool. That's like a little square explosion there. And interesting. So the Prismaline, what it did is it would explode into these more knives and also like homing shards. So I guess in this case, yeah, it's just all these knife pieces home in. Dude, that is sick. which the knife pieces, to be fair, also homed in with the Prismaline, like the predecessor. But like, shit, this probably does more damage and it also explodes. Low key, this is kind of crazy. Like, this is possibly a historic moment right now. For the past few episodes, we have not actually like fully completed any of our episode to-do list. We've either like cut it short or we've had to change plans and like switch up the to-do list. But I believe this episode, we are finally going to complete our episode to-do list 100%. And that means, gamers, the only thing left for us to do is go ahead and fight ourselves the Empress of Light, making use of these brand new Sugoi Desune weapons. So I suppose for now, let's try out like this one. I forgot to put on my dash. That's probably gonna suck after this phase. Let me try and do that. You know what? This weapon seems good. This weapon seems good. It's doing some decent damage. It's actually homing in. You know, I can't complain. I can't complain. But I feel like this weapon is probably gonna be the creme de la creme. Let's go ahead and fire it a few times. Okay, that was maybe a bad example. This is the phase where she kind of dashes really quick a lot, but like maybe now. Okay, no, I'm still gonna, nope, just gonna die. Cool, never mind. Still no headphones on, by the way. It would be very funny. What was I gonna say? I remember. It would be very funny if I ended up waiting this long and like trying to grind out this weapon and like it just ends up doing less damage than the like Malchiete one did. That would be really funny. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what's super crazy? This weapon is doing less damage. It is homing in way less because like the thing is with this weapon is you throw it, it has like a bit of a stall period after it splits to when it starts homing in. So like, oh man, oh that's no way am I actually gonna have to go back to this weapon. That is really funny. We're gonna give it some more attempts though. Like I'm definitely not gonna count this weapon out quite yet because I do really want to use it still. This ain't going well, gonna be honest. But maybe it's just because I'm rusty. You know, you never know. So let's try and go back to the Malchiete weapon and see if like I actually do haha funny, if I actually do better with this weapon. Or maybe I'm just rusty, because I could just be rusty. That's like, I'm not counting that out. I am so bad at that phase. I am so bad at that, but you know what? Yeah, it's partly the weapon. I'm going to be so honest. This one is just way more consistent. Not that it matters, though, because at the end of the day, we're still going to beat the Empress of Light. So you know what? It is what it is. At the very least, I have this weapon. You know, I tested it out. It's not great against the Empress of Light, but I'm sure it probably will be good against some other bosses. So we'll just test it against some other bosses later in the playthrough. What is that? What is that final phase? At least I fucking hope that's the final phase. Dude, what is that? How do I dodge that one? Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, dude. I knew we were so close to getting that. We got in that final phase like 3 solid times, dude. I didn't know that was actually gonna be like the final thing. It looked like we still had like a ton of health left. Oh my god, let's go, dude. That was sick. Oh yeah, and by the way, still no headphones. Absolutely raw dogged this entire episode without the use of sound whatsoever. Like when I say no headphones, I don't just mean no like in-game music. Nah, no sound, no audio cues. We had an arena this time, but barely an arena for Astrum Deus, wrong boss. That was so goddamn cool. I cannot stress enough. So cool. Oh my god, all of her attacks, so insanely cool. That like final phase attack where she like, did she turn it to the moon? I think she turned it to the moon and then like shot a giant laser at you. You had to surround her. Like, oh my god, so insanely hyped. That reminded me a lot of the Fargos Soul Mod, like final boss, like the mutant. Oh my dude, it's just so goddamn cool. That's why that's the best boss in the game. That's why. I mean, the best boss in Terraria, coolest boss in Infernum Mode. I'm just gonna say it right now. That might be a little bit overkill. Don't know if that's the coolest boss of Infernum Mode, obviously. But either way, dude, we fucking did that shit. Let's put down this relic. And we can go ahead and open up our Empress of Light treasure bag. 3, 2, 1, bam. Nothing in here at all. I mean, we did get the wings though, which is actually good because during that fight, I was thinking that we kind of do need an upgrade of our wings. Like these wings are good and I like them because, you know, they also give me damage because I'm wearing this hydrothermic armor. But they are a little bit slow, so it's a good thing we got these. And then, you know, we got the soaring insignia too, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, there's no rogue weapon drops. This is all just like vanilla stuff, so pretty cool. So you guys also might have noticed for that final fight, I used the radiant crystal. I figured out that you can actually like craft this, and it's just a not consumable Empress of Light summon thing. So there we go. We did that. And gamers, with that being done, that is going to be the end of this episode here today. And you know what time it is, gamers. It's time for not the wall of appreciation. Obviously, we are here currently at my wall of appreciation, but this is not going to be a normal wall of appreciation post. Instead, I don't have anyone specifically to highlight on the wall of appreciation, so I want to do 2 things. For one, if you've made it this far in the video, I would really, really appreciate it if you could just go drop a like, even a comment if you feel so inclined, and perchancebly even a subscribe if you actually did enjoy that video and enjoy my content and want to see more of it. But obviously, you don't have to. Dropping a like would be more than sufficient. I would really appreciate it. And I also wanted to let you all know, obviously, I mainly post Terraria. My channel is largely focused around Terraria, but I post a ton of different content, a ton of different games, a bunch of different stuff. Anything I'm interested in, any game I'm interested in, any sort of video that I want to post, I will post. So if you guys want to see more of me, of my personality, then please go ahead and consider checking out any of my other channel. I mean, I think my videos are pretty good. If you watch any of my recent videos in the past like 2 years, I would say they have pretty good quality. But if you want any sort of playlist specifically to take a look at, if I was recommending myself to a new viewer, go ahead and take a look at my Tetsyumi and Friends playlist, because I just think that's a good playlist. It has some pretty funny edited content in there. It's me and my friends. It's a lot of jokes. It's a lot of laughs. Please check out my Binding of Isaac content too. My Binding of Isaac videos are struggling right now, but I think they are also pretty good. And then also, I mean, obviously, we are here in my wall of appreciation. I just wanted to, again, say how much I am appreciative of all of you watching my videos, even if you don't comment or like or do anything. If you have stumbled across my channel and you enjoy my content, then I'm just happy you're here. Like, really, you don't have to stick around. I don't care. As long as I can bring some entertainment and some content to your life, then like I'm happy. Like that's literally all I want to do on YouTube. I want to entertain people. I want to give some people maybe a break from their life, or maybe just a little bit of laughs if they're having kind of a midday. So that's all I wanted to say. I appreciate you. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. And gamers, with that being said, that is going to be the end of this episode. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.